ANC Veterans League third national conference is officially underway. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula delivered the opening remarks a short while ago. Our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba joins me now there for a breakdown of the program so far and some of those remarks by Mbalula. Very good afternoon to you, Ziniko. A lot of remarks by Secretary General Fikile Mbalula, speaking, of course, to another sensitive issue, Minister Pravin Gordhan, because we know him and Minister Gordhan want him disciplined for those remarks he made.
Yes, Mpho, you all know that the Secretary General of the ANC is not one who pulls back his words or his punches towards anyone, including members of the executive deployed by the ANC himself. So you remember that there was a whole debate where it was reported widely in the media that the Secretary General of the ANC had called on the Minister Pravin Gordhan to act or be moved or move to step aside to some extent if he's failing to address or to toe the line as mandated by the resolutions of the ANC. Well, a few hours later, the SG, the Secretary General of the ANC, clarified through a statement that he did not mean that Pravin Gordhan must be removed. What he meant was that he must move, meaning that he must have progress, he must act, he must act on the resolutions mandated by the last conference of the ANC. But when you made those comments in this particular conference, he was talking to the issue of the issue of clarifying that, well, the ANC is on a drive to renew itself, and he was clarifying the fact that there are people who are criticizing the involvement of the ANC in statements or on statements. So he was saying that it's very important for the ANC to act or to work closely with its deployees in government, making mention of the fact that if Ziniko Mhlaba is an ANC member, is the chairperson of the ANC branch in Soweto, and I say a pothole on my street, I must be able to talk to my worker and say, hey, comrade, we've got this problem on my street, so can you come and address this, or can you act on it? I'm just using that example as the context in which Mr. Mbalula was trying to clarify what he was saying to Pravin, but also to clarify the issue of the importance of the ANC working very closely with its deployees in government. Was saying that there was no conflict, and it must not come across as if the ANC is overstepping its matter. So let's take a listen to that bite.
So once I said we must move Comrade Pravin Gordhan, the media reported that I mean that the comrade must be reshuffled, and which was not the case. So I had to issue a statement to clarify that point, and then they started, Pravin. Comrades, I will speak diligently about our ministers on behalf of the ANC. The center in this country is the African National Congress. And we will also urge our ministers to move with speed. And those who are sleeping on the job, we are watching them. Asisenazo isikhathi somahamba belala ngoku. Makusetyenzwe kubonakale. That's what we want. And by so saying, it doesn't mean who's in charge. Is it Ramaphosa or Mbalula? The ANC is in charge.
So that's the Secretary General of the ANC, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, clarifying his comments on Pravin Gordhan, the Minister of Public Enterprises here in South Africa. Well, the minister then went on to clarify the talks which have been making media headlines about him wanting to contest space with Cyril Ramaphosa, saying that he's wanting to take the spotlight from him. And also, he clarified that by saying that it doesn't matter who's being criticized, saying that, well, himself as the Secretary General of the ANC as an organization has the mandate, has the responsibility, and has all the powers to call him to order and to some extent to move him. Also making mention of the fact that even President Cyril Ramaphosa is the President of the Republic. He's deployed in that position by the ANC, so the ANC can call him to order. So he does not make decisions on his own as the President of the country, but the ANC makes decisions decision, and then he goes and implements those decisions as the resolutions of the ANC, and that is why he is deployed in government. So he was clarifying the issue of who holds the center, where does the power lie within the ANC structures and also government, saying that the ANC holds that power. Let's take a listen to this point.
Clear and unambiguous stance on the ethical behavior of ANC members and leaders, organizational building and political education. Somebody asked the question, if we were to take action against any of our big leaders in the organization, I don't know who's big, bigger than you, because you are big. So, will the organization rise to the occasion? And then we said, the organization must rise to the occasion. Even if it is the president, it is the deputy president, it is the SG, it is the DSG times 2, it is the treasurer. Whoever in the organization who is on the wrong side, the organization must decide. And the organization must affirm its authority.
Right. Ziniko, so just before you and I say goodbye, what's the program looking like for the rest of the evening?
Well, I think the delegates inside that conference room, they are on the messages of support from the ANC League, from COSATU, from the veterans themselves, but also from the Women's League. From there, we are expecting the delegates to start nominating officials of the Veterans League, which seems to be the last item of the agenda for day one. And then day two will start earlier on at about 8 a.m. in the morning. So the last item right now will be that nomination of officials. So they are on the messages of support now, which is the second last before the nomination of the top officials of the party.
Very well, we'll leave it there for now. Ziniko Mhlaba out at the ANC Veterans League's 3rd National Conference, which is officially underway.